Dear Ron, I wanted to show you Ghost of Golf Course Past. This is Walden Lakes. This used to be their golf course. Hey, look, tennis courts. You could buy this place, turn it into a state park, turn that into pickleball fields, and you could revamp this old golf course. Everything's already laid out for you. All you got to do is dedicate that great outdoor initiative to run down golf courses that are all across the state of Florida. This is what's wrong with Florida right now. We have been sold out by a bunch of Starbucks sipping, hey dude wearing, pompous politicians. See, for everybody out there that don't know, while we were able to get them to get off of Jonathan Dickinson State Park, they're still after the Withlacoochee State Forest. Cabot Citrus is a Canadian-owned company, and they traded their 800 acres for 324 acres of the Withlacoochee State Forest. See, the problem I had with the deal is the math didn't make sense on it. Why would a money-hungry developer trade for less land? Well, as it turns out, Cabot Citrus, I'm going to show you all the players here in just a minute, made a backdoor deal with Ron DeSantis, Ashley Moody, Wilton Simpson, and Jimmy Patronis. They were all acting as Florida's cabinet, and they decided state forest no longer needed to be conserved. Not because the land changed or anything. The only difference was the neighbors changed. Cabot Citrus owns the parcel adjacent to the Withlacoochee State Forest. They already have a golf course community there. They have the course, but what they didn't have was the land to build the cottages. And well, because I said the math didn't make sense on this, I got to looking. 2-bedroom cottage will put you out $1.7 million for a 2-bedroom cottage. I couldn't even find a price on the 4-bedroom cottage. So I did a little research because I don't want to see the Withlacoochee State Forest end up like the Walden Lake Golf Course in Plant City, because that's ultimately how all golf courses end, and then they get sold off for affordable housing. It's just basically a placeholder for developers is what I found. Cabot Citrus, according to Sunbiz, has a title manager out of Toronto, Canada. It also has ties to FL Corp out of Jacksonville, Florida. Is Foley and Lardner LLP out of Jacksonville. They share the same address. Of course, attorneys. You wouldn't be able to sell out America without the help of attorneys. What Cabot Citrus is going to do is build the next Villages type community, except it's way more money to get in. If I were them and I was making this great deal for my company, I would harvest every single one of them trees, take the money from the trees, leave the state with the stumps, take that piece of unmolested land from the Withlacoochee State Forest. I would clear that, I'd build my community on there, and then I'd turn around and charge all them Yankees coming down here $1.7 million for a 2-bedroom house. Well, Ron, I want you to go ahead and see something. This is a golf course community right here, okay? You can see the houses in the background. Us common folk understand this is what happens to every single golf course community that has been built in Florida. This was never about getting people outdoors, that initiative. And those other 9 parks that we were successful in getting them to withdraw their plans from, well, that was cover for what's going on in the Withlacoochee State Forest. We have September 11th at, I think, 10 a.m. I may be wrong at that. Check the details. The ACR is going to vote on this. We need to get out there to that meeting and put a stop to it like we did Jonathan Dickinson, because this was done with no public input. The other thing I would suggest you guys to do is go to Cabot Citrus Facebook page and leave them a bad review. Go ahead and show them outsiders what happens when you come to Florida and mess with us crackers, as us crackers stick together. And we don't want this to be the Withlacoochee State Forest. I'm fighting back against the establishment here in Hillsborough County, and I need all the help I can get, whether it's $1 or 100. Every donation helps, because my opponent has raised over $450,000. It should be no surprise that she was appointed by Ron DeSantis. And well, little Ron has friends with deep pockets. I'm Matt the Welder. God bless America, and I really miss the Three Stooges.